What's going on, everybody? Fighters Dream Gaming up in here. I'm your host, Dre. So today we got a good one, man. We got Guile out. I was gonna get this out last night, but I didn't actually have the time because my internet connection was acting a little funny, so it decided to take a little bit longer than it should have just to download this patch or this just update in general. But we're not even gonna get into the update. That's gonna be for another video. Right now, I want to get into the character that you all have clicked on this video for, the review that we all want to see. So we already know who it is. It's Guile, the all-American hero, the man that flies in on bald eagles, who's got the two American flags on his arms. It's the one and only character, one of the most iconic characters of all time. We know this to be true. You see that freaking flat top, you know who it is. Unless you mistake him from Paul from Tekken, that's a little bit of a different story. But that's not the focus right now. Let's talk about the character itself. So far, the character himself, honestly, he can trick you. He can trick you a little bit, because if you look at him in hindsight, he seems just like he usually does. It's similar if you compare Dynasty Warriors to Samurai Warriors. You're already looking at it, you're like, it's the same exact game, but you gotta get down to the fundamentals of the character. So we're gonna get down into it. So he does have some new combos, new additions, things of that nature. Some things have transitioned over, and we can see that, but one of the new ones is his V-trigger. His V-trigger is sick in my opinion, and it's something I always felt he should have had for a long time. So finally that they're giving it to him now, it's pretty cool. Essentially what the V-trigger does, once he initiates it, his sonic boom can now become comboed into mini sonic booms after he does the bigger one. So this could lead to a lot of combo advantages, and it lead up to a lot of mix-ups that people may not be expecting or ready for. May happen a little bit later in the future that they'll get used to it, but as of right now, no one's really that used to what we're seeing with this character. On the other hand, his flash kick outside of the V-trigger, if we go back to the flash kick, I do feel like they slowed it down a little bit too much. If you remember from Street Fighter 4, his flash kick was similar to Ryu and Ken Shoryuken, Sagai's Tiger Uppercut, etc., etc. This time it's been slowed down a bit. You can easily just punch someone when they're trying to do a flash kick, compared to someone playing as, let's say, a Shoto character like we have in the video, someone playing as Ken. They can easily just punch you right in the shin and knock you out of it, but you can't do the same thing back to them. I do feel like there's a little bit of a balance issue there that needs to be fixed, but I'm sure they'll take care of that later, or maybe it's just because I was pushing the wrong button. I'm not sure, but it's still something I do feel they need to speed up a little bit. Now, getting on to the story mode, of course we have a story mode in the game. It's what you'd expect, nothing crazy. Of course we had more, characters pop up that we weren't expecting to see, like Abel. Abel's in the story. Me personally, I don't really want to see him back in the game. I really don't want too many Street Fighter 4 characters back. The only one that I felt was worth it was Jury, and that's the only one that you see coming back, because she was the only one worth it in my opinion. But story mode wise, it's one of those things is bittersweet. The reason why I say bittersweet is because of the fact that it's so much stuff that could be fleshed out. We already know that Charlie is in the game. Charlie is pretty much a psychotic, crazy zombie man right now, and it would be great to see a real interaction between these two characters, which you don't really get that in the story mode. All you get is, okay, save Abel. After you save Abel, let's go ahead and fight Nash when he was not dead and killed off. Let's fight him then, and just to showcase why you shouldn't be all angry at your friends and all this extra stuff. Alright, the goody goody two shoe justice for all kind of moment, you know what it is. And it's one of those points that they're missing. Now I know they keep saying there's going to be more story to come and it's going to be a bigger mode. Well, I hope to see it, and I hope everything gets fleshed out a little more. Outside of that, it's what you expect. It's that, it's not anything special, nothing grand. But I will say, back on to how the character fights overall, I do feel this is one of those defensive characters that you can really say is defensive. If you know what you're doing, you can mix up his actual V skill and make that more of a defensive barrier for people to try and get around. So similar, and I don't want to make it exactly the same, but think of something like how you have Grandmaster Sub-Zero throwing out his ice clone. You're not freezing anybody, of course, but if you are playing it very smart, you can actually throw it out there to the point that people can jump into it. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. Now, you can mix it up again. You can throw a sonic boom inside of it and make it bigger. And this is the equivalent of an EX version, which is cool. So, all in all, I do think the character's good. I think that he is a little bit more deceiving than what we thought from the trailers. He's pretty standard. He's what you'd expect. He's defensive as hell, but he's what you expected. But anyway, guys, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. I put more of these out, and I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the views. All right, take care, guys.